To the third quarter of foot race here. Morris going on Goo. Morris over Goo with the poster slam. Which creates an opportunity for him. Dotson will drop it down as Morris fires it through. Another turnover coming out of the timeout. Not what Memphis wanted. And an authoritative slam and another and one. Opening minutes here in quarter number 2.
Morris to force the issue, takes it right to the rim, and he knows how to finish around that basket.
They trail by 4. Morris, great dish from Primo.
Johnson will send it back out. Morris drives, and that one scores. Spurs get it back. Morris again. Man, what a shot by Morris.
Back a little bit. What's going on? We got another great episode of Beyond D2. We had a special guest, our boy, our guy, certified, you know the vibes.
What's goody? Glad to be here. Glad y'all brought me on. You feel me?
Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us. We're going to get right into it.
Yes, sir.
How you feeling, man? How you feeling on this blessed Sunday afternoon?
Feel me? It's a beautiful Sunday, man. You know what I mean? Blessed to be here. Blessed to be alive, breathing this good air, and blessed with opportunity, man. That's all.
So
tell
the people listening a little bit about yourself, your background, you know, where you started hooping, all stuff like that.
Man, we get into it. So I started hooping really in high school. That was when I took it serious, and I made varsity my freshman year. From there, I played at Farmingdale High School in Long Island. From there, I wound up earning my scholarship to Malloy to play in 2015, 2016 there. That was my freshman year there. And in that time, I was able to be a part of 2 teams that went to the championship. 1 championship win, you know what I'm saying, the first ring in school history.
Yes.
3 Defensive Player of the Year awards. You feel me?
Nice.
That's over there. That's over there. Yeah, 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards. Did a lot of things. Built with a lot of great people. Scored a lot of points. A lot of accolades, and built up into the next tier, which was playing professionally last year over in Albania. So that's a little bit of my basketball background of where I've been, and it's just a brief overview.
So you talk about your 3 depoys. We know you pride yourself on defense. Why is defense so important to you?
Because for me, defense is a way to create more offense. That's how I think about it. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people they approach the game from an offensive standpoint. And, you know, when you got everybody doing that, you got to be find your way to stick out. And playing defense and turning defense and becoming a 2-way player was my way to stick out. And the way I stick out is very prevalent. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think that when you can make such a large effect on the end of the floor, but not everybody's locked into to affect the way that I try to affect it, that's how you stand out. You know what I mean? I think about it as being attackful on the defensive end. And that's what I try to do.
Right. Now, I remember you first came into Malloy. I think the first introduction we had to you was you came in the locker room and you said, I forgot what you said. You said like something like, "What up, ladies?" or "What up, bitches?" or something crazy like that. And we was just like, I'll never forget. Me and Will was looking at you like, "Who is this nigga?"
Who is this nigga? That's me, man. I'm walking in on timing, man. You know me, I step in the room. I got to make sure y'all know what's up. As soon as I walk in that mom, you feel me? Like, yo.
I'm like, all right, I can see what type of dude this is. You know,
you see the energy. We got energy, man.
I was like, all right, he gonna help us for sure.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I also want to create that comfortability, you know?
Right. And me not knowing you, when I saw you first play, I was just so happy because I was like, he's gonna guard the best player every game. I could chill out. I was like, B. Will don't got to guard the best player. We could just chill out.
Because you was a defender too. I remember when I seen you play when I had came to be recruited there. I remember I see you. I'm like, oh, he guard.
Everybody says I was a defender in college, but I really didn't feel like I was like that guy. I was
You
just
was-
a dude that
He was
just
like
played
Cephalosha.
defense.
You were
Yeah,
very
I-
solid.
I,
You
didn't,
were
I
very-
guarded
yeah, he
enough
said
so I didn't get
Cephalosha.
fried. Come on, man.
He threw
My
it back to
mid-range is
Tabo,
better
man.
than
To Tabo and
Cephalosha.
Cephalosha, man.
Come on, Cephalosha ain't had that much offense. I was good on offense in college. Don't do that. Don't do that.
He didn't have no offense.
Our fault, man.
He was a
That was
better
OD.
three-point shooter, though.
But he did.
My offensive bag was way better than
He's
Cephalosha.
definitely way better.
Yeah.
Defensively, you
that,
slid your feet.
I agree.
Cephalosha.
I agree.
But nah, I guarded to the point where I just didn't want to get fried.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I'm gonna just do it.
I think it was the eye test. I think it was the eye test. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
6'5", 6'6",
lanky,
long arms.
Yeah,
He gonna sit down a little bit when his time, and then you gonna raise up.
But somehow when I got to playing pro, the defense just became a staple, and I was just like, I don't know where it came from, but if I'm rocking with it, I'm gonna rock with it.
I can tell you exactly where it came from, man. That came from Coach Marquardt, man.
Yeah, man.
That
Shell drills, the defensive slide, whatever.
You gonna guard. You know him. You gonna guard.
You want to play, you gonna have to guard.
That's what's gonna have to happen. But that's why I think when I was in high school, I just like obviously playing defense was for me. I was thinking about I got to guard. Like you're not scoring on me. But getting to college is where I feel like I realized that was like the value of it and what I could do with it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Coach Marquardt, the way he emphasized it, man, it was like I never really looked at the game that way. Like I always, my brother was a big defender too, so he always gave me the defensive cues and tips to try to one up. But when I realized how much you could affect the game on that end, because the way he coached us was to be defenders. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you feel me? It was like hold it down. So I was like, all right, man, I'm gonna hold it down, then I'm gonna take it up. Let's go. You feel me? Like
I can't even imagine you playing defense in high school. You just look like, pressing 95 feet.
Yeah, I can speak for that.
You give AAU press vibes.
I've known Curt since high school.
Yeah.
So
everybody trying to deal with that for 40 minutes, 94 feet, especially AAU, 8 o'clock, you getting pressed?
Exactly.
Come on.
So with Curt,
8 o'clock in the morning.
So with Curt, it was never, at least when we played Curt, it was never full 40 because Curt was coming to the game late.
I was getting there at the halftime. You feel me?
So you probably getting a good 26.
You're going to get a great 26 with a W. And it's going to be
will win the game, but that 26, as soon as he gets the sneakers already on, he's
I'm ready. No stretch. Let's get it.
Sub
me in, coach. You ready?
He never
no stretch.
He just had it.
I ain't even need to. I was coming in the gym, just listen. Loose. Yeah. My body was ready. I needed listen, I'll go dunk on the first play. You can throw the lob. Just throw it up there.
Yeah.
That's what it was, man. It was different in that way. But that was the young legs, man. That was the young legs. I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah, you used to come late to the games? That's crazy.
No, those were only the games we played each other. Yeah, I can't speak for all the other games.
Listen, man, I'm glad you never changed, bro. Because to this day, you always see them things on the gram. Be like, if you could invite one person and they'll be late, who you invite? And my answer every time.
It's gonna be, man. Listen, man, I'm right on time.
Right on time. That's it. Right on time. That's right.
Time. That's exactly it.
Side note, I remember we had some links, and we was going to we had practice. I remember we pulled up 3 minutes on the timer left, and that was my last time linking them with Curt. I said, nah.
He said, "Oh nah." He said, "Nah, we're not." He said,
"Nah, I can't mess with like this. I like to be here a little bit early."
This brother too risky.
Yeah, play with fire.
That was the one thing. That was the one thing I try not to play with. I try not to play around with being late to practice, man.
Yeah,
that was it. That was it. That was nah. We not doing that.
Nah, Curt was
trying to get there a little bit early, get my little work in, get my shots up before and after. But
that's the one.
Yeah, this man used to practice and no draws. He would practice with the wrong shorts on, and you just had to let him rock because he's still pressing on 100 miles per hour.
Hey, I had to make it do what it do, one way or another, man. If I got the wrong draws on, man, we not gonna practice the wrong draws. I'm practicing no draws before the wrong ones. Come on, man.
But that's just that's just the other side of Kurt's college
Yeah,
career. Obviously,
Yeah.
obviously, he didn't
That's
even
the- that's-
he didn't even intro himself as he should have.
I
I'm
didn't.
gonna talk about 1,000 point scorer.
I ain't wanna start
Two-time
throwing, you know what I'm saying,
D4.
throwing everything out there. The 1600 plus, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you know, I mean,
700 plus rebounds, and
I'm telling you, a triple,
almost 300
with
steals,
triple double,
300
Curtis Jenkins is
steals,
one of them, bro.
blocks. Kurt was
assists.
definitely a defender, and I'm sure anyone out there that has played against Kurt, I'm sure if you've come across Kurt in your basketball career, you could speak for. Yeah, he definitely made you work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's either your worst game or your best game. That's the way I put it.
you're gonna work for it.
It's either
You're gonna
your
have to
worst
show
game
out.
or your best game because you went into a bag you didn't know you had to go
Yeah,
into.
that's exactly it. I'm gonna demand everybody's best, man. I think that was the thing that I always tried to do. And my biggest point of emphasis for myself was just demanding the best from myself, so much so that whoever's gonna have to, you're gonna have to compete. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you really gonna have to up it to another level in order to outmatch me, because I want to win. I'm a huge competitor, and I think that's what has driven me towards the success in basketball, and in life the way I have, just because of that fight, that desire to get the best out of myself and those
Right.
around. And sometimes that sometimes will bring out the best in the player across from you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because but that's a respect that's earned. You know what I mean? I think that's the beauty of the sport. And that's why I love it, you know what I mean? Because there's that element of it, you know what I'm saying? Of really just pushing yourself and pushing the people around you to go to another level, you know what I mean?
How do you feel that helped transition into playing professionally?
Because it was just a habit. It was a habit of mine. I think that's the biggest thing, is that when you build and formulate habits like that, it's infectious, and people feel that, you know what I'm saying? So much so that even when like my professional season, we wasn't the most winning team over there that season, but the effect that I had on some of the players that were there, like to the point where they still hit me up today, you know what I'm saying, and asking for questions, or like asking questions on things that they can grow, and how can they grow, and how can they improve, and how can they make the people around them better. You know what I'm saying? I think that that's something that when you can leave that kind of lasting effect, I think that's when you know that you've done what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? You've done everything that was meant to be done, you know? So I think that's bred in culture. And I think that that's the culture that we were bred in at Malloy.
Yeah.
And that's what I try to carry. You know what I'm saying? I try to bring that everywhere I go, everywhere I go. So yeah, it definitely translated in the ways that allowed me to see the success that I had, and get another defensive player of the year over there, and get first teams over there, and like, you know what I'm saying, all that kind of stuff. So that's how it translates.
It's funny that you say like lasting effect, because you have that personality. That's just me knowing you have that personality through your leadership and work ethic, things like that, that people around you just tend to gravitate towards you and pretty much go from there. Because that's who you've been since. You talk about your work at through high school, especially college. So that's amazing to see, for real.
Yeah, man. Listen, man. I'm glad that that's able to be felt still to this day, because I think that's a big part of how I was raised. You know what I'm saying? My mother ain't play. You know what I mean? My mother was a CO. You know what I mean? And she bred nothing but that. She, you know what I mean? She was a corrections captain in Rikers Island, and so for her, she was breeding nothing but, her aim was just success. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are not going to be set up for failure. And I think that was something that, seeing that and learning, and, being raised that way is what kind of, it just ingrained it in me. You know what I mean? And that's what I try to, I think about my mother. My mother's the same way. When she walk into a room, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just going to light up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, energy.
The energy. And that's beauty.
Mama Rose, every time I go somewhere, I see Mama Rose. I gotta show love off rip.
That's not negotiable. That's not negotiable. Right there. She could be on the other side of the room.
Yeah,
I'm running across, doing my little jog over there.
Yeah, you got the little. I was in a full 3-on-3 game. Curt pulled up to the gym. He's like, "Mama Rose is in the car." I left the game. I said, "I gotta go say what's up." I gotta say what up.
You gotta say what up. Give it up to Mama Love. You know that, man.
That's a fact.
You know that, man. It's powerful when you got that, man. The mothers that dedicate themselves, you know what I mean? The beauty, man. It's a beauty.
Definitely agree with you. But Curt, just for the people that think that don't know, what if you could just give us like a brief like description of like your life playing at the next level, playing professionally. What was that like for you?
So
all that.
It was very interesting.
Talk about before, like your process of getting
there. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, man.
Yeah, especially after college, it's tough for us D2 to get out there into the pro realm. So especially talk about your process. I know COVID slowed you down, but I'm gonna let you take it over from there.
Yeah, I'm gonna get in depth. I ain't talked about this. So after college, when I graduated, I felt like, you know what I'm saying, seeing you and the success that you wound up having, and seeing Charlie and Petroselli, you know what I'm saying, I was thinking, I'm like, yo, I'm in position. Like, I've done similar things. The numbers is right. I've done these things, and I was just hoping that I have a similar kind of journey of being able to go to that next level.
Right.
And I didn't know the process. I didn't know what it took. I just was trying to follow, the guidance of what I got from y'all and make it happen myself. Fast forward from graduation. Now that first fall, nothing happened yet. I had an agent, signed one agent, and he kept telling me, oh yeah, we got this one. Nothing happened. All right, we got this one. Nothing happened. And he was an overseas agent. I'm like, all right, bro, like I had to get rid of him because he wasn't really doing anything. You telling me false stuff. So kind of like getting my hopes up. And I just kept staying diligent, you know what I'm saying, and staying in the working process. And then came around, I got a different agent. Signed with him in, I think, November. Man, he had got me a contract to play in New Zealand in December. Boom. I was like, yeah. So then from there, we got that contract for the New Zealand season in March. March come rolling around. You feel me? I'm getting myself together, starting to pack bags, all of that. Then we start hearing about this COVID thing. I'm like, hold on now. I'm like, hopefully it's not too crazy. Man, to start picking up overseas. That's where it hit first. It was hitting everywhere else, all the other countries. And 2 days before I was supposed to fly out, I got that call. Season's canceled.
Season canceled, bro. I remember you told me that. I was heartbroken before you.
I was like, yo, come on, man. Like,
yeah.
I done waited till March. Like, I could have been looking at other stuff. Like, I could have been doing a lot. I don't know. Like, now I'm like, what am I going to do? I got to wait and see. And the agent's like, yeah, we got to kind of just wait it out and see if they ever bring people back in. So they played that season over there without imports. So that was a wrap for me. So it was kind of like starting from scratch again. All right, so now it was just continue working out. So my mindset is just like keep crafting, keep building, and keep doing what I knew how to do, which was just work. You know what I mean? I didn't know the other elements of trying to, how to network within the basketball world and try to open doors in those different ways. I was just stuck and focused on the grind. So now I think about that. I went through that process of grinding. I went down to Florida with my agent, stayed like a week with my agent, just working out, training, doing some stuff, playing in pro-ams over there. I got on Ballers Life over there from that. So I'm thinking, all right, things happen. I'm with the right people doing the right things. I was with my guy, Scotty Hobson, and we was working out. Just he's teaching me stuff. I'm like, yo, I'm right there. He's see it. Everybody's seeing it. You right there. Like, you good enough. You should be gone. Keep times passing. Nothing's happening. No offers coming in, no deals. Everything is COVID affected. So that kind of was like, that was the biggest part, is that, COVID just affected everything. You know what I'm saying? Like there were jobs just limited to, at that point, to people who were already pros. You know what I'm saying? Like those were the only people that were getting the jobs, the people who had played at that time. So for me, I'm at a D2 Malloy, you know what I mean? And you feel me? It's like, all right, who's this guy? I wasn't an All-American. I didn't, I'm saying? I had my own accolades, but they were my own accolades. They wasn't, big basketball.
Yeah.
So that makes a difference as well. So, those jobs were very limited, as you know. And so time's passing. I wound up playing semi-pro and, playing for a team called the New York Generals. And we wound up playing in the PBA for a year, and we wound up going to the championship, going all the way to Dallas, boom, all this kind of stuff. And now they're talking about, I had two coaches who played overseas. So,
You know, they're saying that, you know, oh, maybe we can help get you guys in position. All right. I'm hooping. I was doing my thing. Nothing came of it. So I'm like, damn, like, I'm trying. You feel me? And I was consistent through all of this time. And as you know, and y'all know, bro, like, I was in the gym every day. You feel me? Like, we going and putting in the time, and I'm putting in the hours. I'm getting better. I'm getting sharper. Everything is tightening up. And it's just, where's the opportunity?
Right.
After that season, so another year goes by, and I started working in the school as a substitute teacher. I started coaching and training, and I kind of, you know, I kind of not fully given up, but I told myself, I'm like, this is the last year. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna press myself, but like, I have to shift at some point in time. I couldn't just hold on to it anymore, because if it ain't working, then that's no longer your career. You know what I mean? Like, there's no career in it if you're not working.
Right.
So I go through all of that, coaching and training and working in the school. And I started training hard again for that summer. I was like, I'm going to give it one last go and see what happens. I wound up submitting some footage and stuff, all of my stuff and my highlights and highlight tape to Justin Rubin over with ProConnect. And I had submitted that in like July. I'm thinking, all right, like, just to do it, just to see what happens. He wound up calling me in September, like, yo, there's a team that's interested, they want to have you. I'm like, word? All right, let's see what's up. Like, I don't have an agent at this point in time. Like, that situation, it was not progressing. So he was kind of like, you know, just doing his own thing. So I just went through ProConnect. They gave me that call. I spoke with the coaches. Yo, I tell you, a week and a half later, flight booked to be gone. You know what I'm saying? To say it was crazy, because the day my lease ended in my apartment was the day that I was leaving. It was just like it was written.
Right. Yeah. Meant to be.
And, yeah, for real. And so I went there, and I think that was a great move for me, because it made me see life in a different way. You know what I mean? Right. I really had to grow up in a different way. It was like, all right, you always wanted to be a pro. You always wanted to play pro basketball, and that was what your aim was. Now you get to see what pro basketball is. And so it was in a different light than what I had expected. You know what I'm saying? It was just like obviously my eyes is wide. I'm in a whole nother country across the world. I've never been to Europe before. You know what I mean? A freaking 12-hour flight all the way over there. And so I get off the plane, and I'm like, yo, there's mountains and all this stuff. Like, the shock of just the world was just like, yo, I'm really here, and I'm by myself. Yeah. So that was a cool experience, just that moment of that happening. And so when I actually got there, and, you know, getting to meet people, and now everybody's speaking this language I ain't never heard nobody speak in my life. It's crazy, bro. I'm telling you, I'm the only black dude walking around here. I'm like, this is different right here. Like, they looking at me crazy. Like,
right. Like, who is you
doing here, nigga?
Yeah. Dreads? What?
Like the Boondocks episode. The fuck y'all looking at? Yo, for real, like. But I went out there in my first few games. I was balled out. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking that the way I played in the beginning of the season, I'm like, oh, I might could get up out of here, man. Like, just like that. The goal was like, all right, we go to this league. It wasn't a high league. It's a lower tier league. But, you know, it was still pro basketball. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm thinking, I bet. So we can shift and pivot into the next thing from here. Just go and show out. The first half of the season, I was balling. Like, averaging like 20 a game, 6+ assists, 7 rebounds, 4 steals. So my aim was to get up out of there in December.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right, we looking for that next jump. You know what I'm saying? And so at that point, I'm like, they're like, oh yeah, you just gotta hoop, and everybody's telling me, yeah, you just go, you ball out, and then from there, you know, agents will you'll get in contact with agents that way. They'll find you. So I'm balling, I'm hooping. You know what I'm saying? And I got a few hit-ups. And so from there, even one of my old agents, the one who was from Greece, he hit me up. He saw, he's like, oh, yeah, you doing well, da-da-da. So I'm thinking, all right, let me tap in. So the aim was to go somewhere else and just jump into another league right. From there. But that didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? So I was in that league and still doing well, still doing my thing. But then I had a little injuries and stuff like that, but playing through. You know, it's crazy because over there, they didn't really have the infrastructure to really, you know, rehab you and stuff like that. Right. Like,
They just said, you good, just go hoop.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm out there like I'm not good, but I still got to go hoop. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I never really had battle injuries, as y'all know. Like most of the time, I was injured in college. I was very durable. I had a back injury one time, but that was my junior year. That threw me off a little bit, but I battled. You know what I'm saying? I've actually never really missed too many games from injury. I just played through it, and so that was different. You know what I'm saying? Over there, I had a big swollen ankle for weeks, bro. When I tell you weeks, and it felt like it was the whole season. And there was nothing they could really do for me. You know what I'm saying? They giving me ice and stem, and that's it. It's just ice stem, and that's it, bro. And go hoop. You know what I mean? They like,
That sound like the Malloy
I try to get that home. Like,
that's what I had. A Malloy flashback.
That's the Malloy special
bro,
before
like,
the cons got out there.
that's the difference is that now, you know what I'm saying, this is professional. So now they looking at it like, yo, we're paying you to play. We're not paying you to sit down and to watch everybody or the coach from the sidelines, bro. You can go home. And so like that was a big fear of mine. And I didn't want to go home. I'm like, this is my first season. Like, I want to be able to play again, you know. So I had to battle through. And that was another challenge, you know what I mean, that I had to overcome in that, which I did, you feel me? And I positioned myself well. I wound up finishing out that season, averaging like 17 and a half, six assists, 6 rebounds, and 3.5 steals.
Right.
I'm getting like first team all imports, second team for the league. And I led the league in assists and was like top 5 in scoring and everything. So I was doing what I had to do, you know, and so that was my journey, man. It was definitely, I think the biggest thing that I took away from it was the
We got some technical difficulties with certified Curt. Computer might have died, or Wi-Fi went out or something. But that's crazy. Nah, keep the shit rolling, bro. This is bloopers. Damn, bro. Why we can't never have a good? Yo, we got 5 minutes, 6 minutes left. Oh,
I already saw the I saw the outro. I had it placed. So now tell us about what you're doing now. Boom.
That's what I was about to. I was about to get into that. I said, all right. And I always commended you for your resilience to not give up. So with that being said, what do you got going on now? Talk about who is certified Curt.
Boom.
Damn.
Nigga, his phone probably died.
Something died. Well,
a few moments later.
It got me.
What's happened?
Yo, I thought my phone was plugged in, but it wasn't. It wasn't charging, so my phone died.
Me and Rick was just listening mad intently, and then you just disappeared. And me and Rick,
like, where'd he go?
Where'd he go? Like, I still see time on here.
Nah, bro, we got 4 minutes left. So
4 minutes?
Yeah.
So we'll probably try to clean that up.
Yeah, Zoom don't play, bro.
Yeah, they don't play.
All right, so we're gonna try.
Yeah.
Dang,
hit him with the outro, Rick.
Outro. We gonna ask a question? I was gonna try to see if we could get what we about to do.
I was gonna say I always commended you for your resilience. Not giving up, sticking with, trying to make pro. But you talk about certified Curt. Who is certified Curt? What is a certified Curt?
Certified Curt, man. That's me, but it's branding. The branding of it is built on the journey and embracing your processes, embracing your journey, embracing what growth is, embracing evolution, and going to another level. You know what I'm saying? And beating the odds. You feel me? Like that's where I built certified Curt. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been certified everywhere right now. You know what I mean? Everything that I'm doing, I'm finding a way to be successful and to achieve what I'm looking to do in it. So Certified Curt, certified, you know the vibes, man. Now it's in the, you know what I'm saying? It's been in basketball, but it's been in other things outside of that. It's been in education. It's been in music. It's been in growing up as a man. You feel me? Like it's been in my family. You know what I'm saying? I'm certified everywhere. You know what I mean? That's really what it is, and that's what I try to embody.
Nah, I love that, bro. I love that. Just you transitioning to something new, but staying yourself and during the transition, that's crucial.
And
Yeah,
make sure
bro.
y'all go stream my boy at Certified Curt on all platforms, please.
Word up.
My
Word
boy.
up.
Links and all that will be in the description. We got
some
2 minutes left.
Yeah, man.
The Knicks just got packed up.
Knicks just got packed up.
They smoking on the Knicks
Unfortunately.
pack. They smoking on the Knicks pack, man.
When you was gone, I was like, so Rick, what's next for the Knicks? What do you think they should do? He said, go home to Cancun.
Yeah, it's over. Go
Ain't
rest.
nothing else,
Go on vacation.
Celebrate a great season.
Yeah, just
go
go
rest
rest.
up the injuries. We'll be back soon. They probably got practice tomorrow, knowing
Nah,
Tibbs.
man.
That was not solid
They gotta
defensively.
unionize.
Get on defense. We gonna drill shell the whole time, man.
We need
that
to
shit was a
unionize
layup
against
drill the
Thibodeau.
whole
We gotta
time,
give
bro.
Tibbs minute restrictions. He can't just
He
let
need that.
these niggas play.
Bro was out there getting hurt, man.
Bro, yeah, just getting hurt and just getting layupped on, bro.
Yo, that's the one thing you think about it. All the Tibbs teams, man, brothers be getting hurt. Those minutes be heavy, yo.
Yeah.
It just put you at more risk. Obviously, you know, if you durable, it's great, but if you not, it's quiet.
I had a vet. I ain't gonna say no names. I had a vet said that he'll take years off your career.
Crazy.
So,
Well,
yeah, we
hopefully
see it.
we take years off his too. God, the New York Knicks, if you're listening to this, let's pack up Tibbs. It's time out of here.
Love Tibbs. I'm a Bulls fan, Tibbs. You had some great years, but nah, man. You got to go.
Damn.
You got to go.
I think you did a great job with what you had.
Yeah. Very true. I will say that. that.
Fantastic job.
Yeah, I think
Fantastic job with what you had.
That team surely exceeded a lot of people's expectations.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of expectations.
Team, I think we in the finals, or at least beat battling.
Healthy, we're definitely competing for the championship.
Yeah.
Oh, the Eastern
Conference. 10 seconds left. It's been another great episode of Beyond D2.
Yes, sir.
J-Mo, Derek, Certified Curt.
You know the vibes.
Peace and